Have you ever wondered why some people seem to handle life's toughest moments so easily, while others break down at the very first sign of trouble? We all want the easy road. We all want a life free of pain, stress, and hardship. But what if I told you that the easy road is actually a hidden trap? The comfort zone you are protecting right now might be the very thing holding you back from your true potential. Today, I want to share a story with you. It completely changed the way I look at my own struggles. And I promise you, by the end of this video, you will never look at your problems the same way again. There was once a young apprentice who traveled far to work with the legendary master Blacksmith. The young man was eager, ambitious, and wanted to know the secret to greatness. One afternoon, while looking at the master's brilliant creations, the young apprentice asked a question. He said he wanted to know exactly how to be successful in life and how to become as strong and unbreakable as the tools the master created. The master blacksmith didn't say a word at first. He simply walked over to a heavy wooden crate and pulled out two identical blocks of raw gray steel. He placed them on the table in front of the apprentice. Without explaining anything, the master took the first block of steel, wrapped it in a thick, soft piece of velvet cloth, and placed it gently on a high shelf in the corner of the room. He told the apprentice that this block would stay right there, perfectly safe, untouched by the dirt and heat of the room. Then the master picked up the second block of steel, but he didn't put this one on a shelf. Instead, he tossed it directly into the roaring, blazing fire of the forge. The apprentice watched in shock as the flames swallowed the metal. The master left it in the fire until it was glowing a blinding red. Then he pulled the burning steel out with his heavy tongs and placed it on the anvil. Raising a massive iron hammer, the master began to strike the steel. Smash after smash, the hammer came down without mercy. He folded the metal, beat it flat, and shaped it under immense pressure. Sparks flew everywhere. Just when it seemed the steel couldn't take any more beating, the master plunged it directly into a barrel of freezing cold water. The room filled with hissing steam as the red-hot metal violently reacted to the sudden freezing shock. For the entire rest of the day, the apprentice watched the master repeat this brutal process. Back into the fire to burn, back onto the anvil to be beaten, and back into the freezing water to suffer the shock. It looked like absolute torture for that piece of metal. The next morning, the young apprentice called the young apprentice over. He took the soft velvet cloth down from the shelf and unwrapped the first block of raw steel. It looked exactly the same as it did the day before. It was perfectly smooth, clean, and untouched. Then the master brought out the second piece of steel. It was no longer a dull gray block. Through the fire, the hammer, and the water, it had been transformed into a brilliant, razor-sharp, magnificent sword. It was beautiful. The master looked at the apprentice and asked him which piece of metal he thought was better. The apprentice quickly pointed to the sword. The master nodded. He picked up the first block of steel, the one that had been kept safe on the shelf, and struck it against the anvil. With just a moderate hit, the raw steel dented and chipped. It was soft. It was weak. Because it had been protected from the fire and the hammer, it had never changed. It was completely useless for any real work.
Then the master took the forged sword and struck it against the heavy iron anvil with all his might. A loud, clear ring echoed through the room. The sword didn't have a single scratch on it, but it left a deep cut in the anvil itself. The master turned to the young boy and explained the truth. He said that the fire, the heavy hammer, and the freezing water were never meant to destroy the steel. They were meant to reveal its true strength. The block on the shelf was kept comfortable and safe, but comfort is the enemy of growth. It remained weak. This is the exact same way our lives work. When we look at the mindset of highly successful people, we realize they do not run away from the fire. The challenges, the rejections, the heartbreak, and the failures you experience in your life are not there to destroy you. They are the hammer and the anvil. They are shaping you. When you choose to hide on the shelf, avoiding hard work, running away from difficult conversations, and taking the easiest path possible, you remain just like that raw block of steel. You might feel safe for a little while, but the moment real life strikes you, you will dent and break. You won't have the strength to handle the blow. But when you step into the fire, when you allow life to test you, you change. The struggles you are facing right now, the stress that feels like it's beating you down, that is life forging you into something unbreakable. Every problem is just an opportunity to become sharper, harder, and more resilient. Life is an incredible journey of transformation. It's not about finding a safe place to hide, it's about allowing the difficult moments to build your character. You have the spirit to conquer whatever stands in your way. Do not let the heavy blows of life discourage you. Embrace the heat, take the hits, let them mold you. As you move forward on your own journey, remember that true personal development only happens outside your comfort zone. The process of overcoming adversity is what builds true character and deep motivation. If you want to develop a real success mindset, you have to realize that life lessons are usually taught through hardship. Embrace your journey of self-improvement by bravely facing challenges, because that is the only way to build lasting mental toughness. When you rely on your inner strength, there is absolutely no limit to what you can do when achieving goals. You are being forged for greatness. Keep moving forward and keep rising. If this story brought value to your day and inspired you to keep pushing forward, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps out, and I can't wait to share more stories with you soon.